Hey sport lovers, you're welcome to the first edition of Sports Update in the month of February 2025. Yes, I'm excited to see a new month. As you can see, like I used to say, the months are moving fast. When did we say Happy New Year? And this is just the second month. Whatever it is you have to do, please do it fast because time waits for no man. On this note, I welcome you to another edition of Sports Update. I am Ogunleye Oluwapelumi Peter, the one you call the number one jiggy of sports. Yes, like we used to do today, we will be taking it from the Nigerian Premier Football League because this past weekend we saw several games come down, which is the match day 22 for some, the match day 21. We saw some victories, we saw some wins, we saw some disappointments, and one thing that stands short among all of this fixture is a surprising display of the Sky Blue Stars, talking about Remo Stars right there in Ikene. They've been performing so well even before the break for the second half of the season, 2024-2025 season. But since they came back, they've played 2 games, and these 2 games, they've gotten perfect 3 points from all of it, even when we thought they were going to drop points. And the other team that was very close to them, and we were thinking they would overtake Remo Stars, it is surprising to state now that Remo Stars are now 10 points clear of them. They're just talking about Rivers United. And the logger is getting close, the logger is getting surprising, the logger is getting challenging every match day. And just as it stands now, Remo Stars are seated on top of the MPFL 2024-2025 season. The match day 2 result for now, Remo Stars have 45 points from possible 22 games, 45 points from possible 22 games, followed by Shooting Stars with 37 points from 21 games. And now we can say the MPFL title race is now a Southwest conversation. The MPFL title race is now a Southwest conversation as we have Remo Stars and Shooting Stars looking it out for whom will be crowned the champion of the MPFL 2024-2025 season. But just according to the coach of Shooting Stars, talking about Coach Benga Ogunbote, he has come out to say nobody has won the league yet. It is still open to anybody. They still have like 17 games to play, and you cannot decide at this point that this person has won, this person is out of the competition. He said no. In his words, he said, I think we have 17 games to determine that. So nobody has won it and nobody has lost it. Every team has equal chance of winning it. And yes, that is the truth. Every team has equal chance of winning it. 17 games is still a whole lot to talk about. It's still a whole lot. Teams are definitely going to drop points. Teams are still definitely going to gather points, and it is just too early for us to call it off. No, it is too early. The only thing is just that the teams performing well should keep up the good performance, and the teams that has not been giving out their best performance should sit up and see how they can continue to gather points. And for now, Remo Stars are seated on top of the MPFL logger with 45 points, followed by Shooting Stars with 37 points, then Rivers United with 35 points. Yes, 35 points and 33 points from Abia Warriors. Then from the relegation zone on the 17th position is seated Bendel Insurance with 22 points, followed by Nasarawa United 22 points also, Lobby Stars 21 points, and down below Aqua United with 20 points. And I believe all of these teams will sit together and see how they can improve on their performances from the remaining match day of the Nigerian Premier Football League. And today, a lot of games will be happening in the Nigerian Premier Football League. Lobby Stars will be playing against Eyimba. Bendel Insurance will be hosting Katsina United. Ikorodu City will be traveling to play against Enugu Rangers, and Kwara United will be playing against the Al Kanemi Warriors. So it is definitely going to be another day to witness the clash of the Titans and the survival of the fittest. Quickly away from the Nigerian Premier Football League yesterday. Quickly away from that, let us go to what we saw from the English Premier League yesterday. Manchester City fell so flat to Arsenal Football Club. Yes, Arsenal defeated Manchester City 5-1. I I personally thought Manchester City would redeem their personality by defeating Arsenal yesterday, but surprisingly, what we never expected came through, and Arsenal defeated Manchester City 5-1. And the chant we were hearing yesterday was, be humble, be humble, be humble. But I think you understand whom they are talking about. It is just a game. You cannot predict who would win and who will lose. Yesterday, Arsenal once again proved their superiority over Manchester City. Arteta once again proved his superiority over his boss, Pep Guardiola. But I think that is just what the game of football is all about. And presently, Liverpool are still seated on top of the English Premier League league with 56 points, closely followed by Arsenal with 50 points, and Nottingham Forest with 47 points, and Manchester City on the 4th position with 41 points. The clash still continues, the fight still continues, and we cannot wait to see who will be the winner of the 2024-2025 season of the English Premier League. Then finally, on this edition of Sport Update, let me announce to you that Aston Villa have announced the loan signing of Marcus Rashford from Manchester United. So for now, Marcus Rashford has become a player of Aston Villa. Well, I think I am excited about that because he has not been at his best. Yes, he has not been at his best at Manchester United since the season started, and a lot of backlash here and there. But I think what is good for him is to just find another place to keep playing and proving the point he has to prove, which is that he is still very good. And now the new top for him to prove this is at Aston Villa, and I have no doubt that Marcus Rashford is going to do very well at Aston Villa. Not to even forget that yesterday Crystal Palace demolished Manchester United 2-0, and now people are beginning to shout, Amorim that you brought is not doing anything spectacular. Amorim is not doing anything for the team. Should he stay? Should he be sacked? I don't know. Whatever it is that the boss seems right for him, they should do. But Manchester United, they need to do better and keep getting the points as they need. Congratulations to Marcus Rashford. At least for the next few games, he would be with Aston Villa, and we cannot wait to see how much he needs to prove at Aston Villa, so that Manchester United can see that we really lost this guy, or let us bring him back and see how much he can still contribute to the team. This is how far we can go on this edition of Sports Update. Do well to follow us across all our social media platforms: X, Thread, YouTube, and Facebook at Official Remo TV. And for more news updates, you can follow us on our website at www.remotv.com.ng. I still remain Ogunleye Oluwapelumi Peter, the one you call the #1 jiggy of sports. This week, stay sharp, stay jiggy, and enjoy the best of sports. Bye for now.